Right now, somewhere, a movie scene is being filmed. A person is walking down a rain-soaked street at night, neon signs bleeding into the puddles, the camera drifting behind them and catching the little bounce in their step. It looks shot on a real camera, by a real crew, with a real actor who got paid to be there. Except there was no camera, there was no crew, there was no actor, nobody was even in the room. Someone typed a few words into a box, got up to make coffee, and came back to finished footage. And the very last thing I am going to show you, the person who did exactly this, and quietly turned it into money while barely lifting a finger, that is the part that made me stop and read it twice. I will get there, I promise. But if I show you the ending first, you will not believe it. So you have to watch this climb one step at a time, because it is the climb that makes the ending land. Here is the thing you have to understand before anything else. Video was supposed to be the one wall AI could not get over. Text was easy. AI has been writing for years. Images fell next, and we all played with those. Voices got cloned. But moving video, real, believable, filmed-looking video, with light that behaves like light and faces that hold together frame after frame, that was the hard ceiling. Everyone said it would take a decade. That ceiling just came down, and most people have no idea it happened. So let me walk you up the ladder, from mildly impressive to genuinely unsettling. 6 steps, and it flips somewhere around step 4. Stay with me, because each one is bigger than the last, and the biggest one is at the very top. Step 1. You type a description, not code, not a timeline, not a single technical setting. You type a sentence like a human being would say it. A woman in a red coat walks through an empty train station at dawn. That is it. That is the whole instruction. A few years ago that sentence would have gotten you a slideshow of melting nightmares, faces with too many teeth, hands with too many fingers, but that is not what comes back anymore. What comes back is a clip, and the first time you see a clip that you wrote appear as actual footage, something in your brain refuses to accept it, because you know you did not film it, you know nobody did, and yet there it is, playing. Step 2, and this is where the first little chill hits. The clip moves correctly, and I need you to understand how insanely hard that is, because it is the part everyone underestimates. Making a still image look real is one thing. Making 100 images in a row look real, so that a coat swings the way fabric actually swings, so that water splashes and settles the way water actually settles, so that when the person turns their head, the light shifts across their cheek exactly the way it should, that is a completely different mountain. The AI is not drawing pictures. It has quietly learned how the physical world behaves. Gravity, momentum, the way shadows stretch. It learned physics by watching, and now it obeys physics without being told to. Remember that word, learned, because it comes back at the very end, and it changes everything. Step 3. The camera itself starts to think. In the early days the shot just sat there, locked and lifeless, like a security camera bolted to a wall. Now you can ask for a slow push-in, a drone shot pulling up and away, a handheld feel that shakes just slightly like a real operator breathing behind the lens. And it gives you exactly that. The camera drifts, it racks focus from the face to the background and back, it finds the emotional beat of the shot the way a trained cinematographer would. Think about what that means for a second. Camera work used to be a craft people trained for 10 years to get right. That knowledge, the instinct for where to put the lens and when to move it, is now sitting inside a text box, waiting for you to ask. And you do not have to know a single technical term. You just describe the feeling you want, and it translates the feeling into a shot. Now, up to here, you could still tell yourself a comfortable story. You could say, fine, it makes pretty little clips, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, a nice trick, a toy. And you would be missing what happens next, because step 4 is where the toy stops being a toy. Step 4 is the wall that everyone swore AI would never climb. Consistency. Here is the problem in plain terms. A movie is not one shot. It is dozens of shots of the same person, from different angles, in different rooms, wearing the same face the entire time. And for the longest time, AI could not do that. You would generate one clip with a character you loved, and the next clip would give you a total stranger who happened to be wearing similar clothes. Different nose, different eyes, a face that morphed the second the camera moved. It broke the illusion instantly, and it was the single reason people said real film was safe. That reason is gone. Now you can lock a character. You define them once, a specific face, a specific build, a specific look, and the AI carries that exact same person across shot after shot after shot. Wide shot in the alley, cut to a close-up of their eyes in the rain, cut to them pushing through a door into a bright room. Same person every time, holding together like a real actor who showed up to every day of the shoot. Read that back to yourself. You now have an actor who never ages, never has a bad day, never asks for a trailer, never renegotiates, and looks identical in every single scene you will ever put them in. A cast member who does not exist, who you can call up anytime you want, for free. And if the AI can hold one invented person together across an entire scene, you can probably already feel where the next 2 steps are heading. It stops being about single clips, it starts being about something whole. Stick with me, because this is where it stopped being a novelty for me and started being a little frightening. Step 5. The sound arrives on its own. And this one genuinely spooked me, because I did not expect it to matter as much as it does. You have your scene. It is moving, the camera is alive, your character is consistent, but it is silent, and silence feels fake. So the AI fills it in. Footsteps that land exactly when the feet land. The specific hollow echo of a big, empty station. Rain hitting a tin roof, distant traffic. And then, if you want it, the character opens their mouth and speaks, and the lips actually match the words, and the voice carries the emotion the scene needs. You did not record any of it. No microphone, no sound designer, no voice actor in a booth. The AI listened to the world for years, and now it knows what your invented world is supposed to sound like, and it builds that soundscape from nothing to match the pixels it already made. Picture and sound born together from a paragraph, which brings us to step 6. And step 6 is the one that made me quiet for a minute, because up to now, every step made a piece, a clip, a shot, a sound. Step 6 assembles the pieces into a whole. You can now hand the AI not a single shot, but an entire idea, a 30-second story. An opening, a middle, a turn, an ending, and it plans the shots. It decides we open wide to establish the place, then we cut closer as the tension rises, then we hold on the face for the emotional beat, then we pull back out for the ending. It sequences them, it paces them, it cuts them together so the rhythm actually works. It is not just filming anymore, it is directing, it is doing the job of the person in the chair who sees the whole thing in their head and arranges the pieces to make you feel something. That was supposed to be the most human job in the entire building, and it is now a step in a menu. And before I show you that person, you need to see that they are not some rare genius who cracked a secret. They are just early. Because while most people were still laughing at AI hands, a quiet crowd started building real things with this, and they are stacking up fast. A musician who could never afford a music video typed out the mood of the song and got a full visual to match it, for the price of nothing. A tiny clothing brand that could never book a photo shoot generated a whole campaign of a model who does not exist, wearing their actual product. A teacher turned a dull paragraph of history into a 30-second scene her students actually remember the next morning. A real estate agent walked by us through a house that had not even been built yet. A one-person app studio made a slick launch trailer in an afternoon that used to need an agency and a 5-figure invoice. Notice the pattern under all of it. Every single one of these people used to be locked out. Not by talent, not by ideas, by money, by gear, by gatekeepers. And that lock just fell off the door for all of them at the same moment. But one of them did something a step past all the rest. Something that turned this from a clever trick into actual income landing in a bank account. And that is the one I promised you. So, the person I promised you at the very start. The one who turned this into money while barely lifting a finger. Here is what actually happened, and I want you to hold on to every detail, because none of it required a studio, a budget, or permission from anyone. A small business needed an ad. A short video, the kind that used to cost thousands of dollars, need a camera crew, a location, an actor, a couple of days, and a week of editing after that. This person did not book any of it. They wrote out the scene they wanted in plain words. They locked a character so the same face carried through the whole thing. They asked for the camera moves, they let the AI lay in the sound, they let it cut the shots together into a finished 30-second piece. And then they handed that finished video to the business and got paid for it. Start to finish, it took an afternoon, the kind of afternoon where you are mostly waiting and drinking coffee. No crew was ever hired, no actor was ever paid, no camera was ever switched on. Money came in, and almost no human effort went out. And think about the math on that for just 1 second, because the math is the whole story. The old way, that exact same 30-second ad, was a camera operator, a lighting person, a location fee, an actor for the day, and an editor for the week that followed. Thousands of dollars easily, and weeks of calendar burned. The new way was one person, one afternoon, and a tool with a free tier. The cost did not shrink, it nearly vanished. And here is the rule that runs quietly under all of history. When the cost of making something drops to almost nothing, the number of people who can make it explodes. It happened with the printing press, with the camera phone, with the home studio. It is happening again right now, with video, and it is not coming someday. It already arrived while you were not looking. Now, remember back at step 2, when I told you to hold on to that word, learned. Here is why it was the real clue, and why this is so much bigger than one clever ad. The AI did not memorize a library of stock clips and stitch them together. It watched an enormous amount of the real world moving, and from all of that watching it built an internal sense of how the world actually looks and behaves, so it can now generate things that never happened at all. A street that does not exist, a person who was never born, an event that never occurred, rendered so convincingly your eyes fully accept it. It did not copy reality, it learnt the rules of reality well enough to invent brand new pieces of it on demand. That is the line we just quietly crossed. Not AI that edits what you filmed. AI that films what you only imagined. And I know exactly where your mind goes next, because mine went there too, and it is fair. If a screen can now show me a place that does not exist, a person who was never born, and an event that never happened, all of it looking completely real, then what happens to the word real? This is the uncomfortable part, and I am not going to pretend it away. The same power that lets a small creator make a beautiful ad in an afternoon also lets anyone put convincing words in a mouth that never spoke them. Both of those things are now true at the same time, in the same tool, and we all have to grow a new kind of eye for it, fast. The people who understand how this footage is made will be the ones who can tell when they are being played. And there are tells, at least for now. Reflections that do not quite line up in a mirror, a background that quietly shifts when it should sit perfectly still. Text on a sign that melts into nonsense the moment you pause on it. Hands that occasionally still forget how many fingers a hand is supposed to carry. But here is the part that should keep you honest. Every single month, those tells get quieter. The gap between obviously fake and perfectly real is closing, and it is closing fast, and the day it closes completely is not far off. So the skill that actually protects you is not spotting the glitch. It is understanding that anything on a screen might have been spoken into existence by someone, and quietly asking who made this and why every single time. Which is a big reason I am walking you through the how, and not just the wow. But let me pull you back to the side of this you can actually use tonight, because it is real, and it is right in front of you. For all of human history, if you had a vision for a video, a story, an ad, a scene, a whole world, there was a wall of money and equipment and hired specialists between you and the finished thing. That wall is now a text box. The idea in your head and the finished video on the screen are separated by a paragraph and a little bit of patience. That is not a small upgrade, that is the entire game changing, and it changed while most people were arguing about whether AI images had too many fingers. So here is the question that actually matters, the one I want you sitting with after this ends. It is not whether the technology is impressive, you already saw that it is. The question is, what would you make if making it cost you almost nothing but the idea itself? Because the tools no longer decide who gets to create, they just widen the door until it is wide open. The only thing standing in the doorway now is whether you have something to say, and whether you bother to walk through. And I think that scares people more than the technology ever could. Because for years, not making the thing had a perfect excuse. I do not have the camera, I do not have the budget, I do not know the software, I cannot afford the crew. Those excuses were real, and they were comfortable, and they let a lot of genuinely good ideas stay safely stuck in people's heads, where an idea can never fail and never get judged. That shelter is gone now. When the tool is free, and the barrier is a single sentence, the only thing left standing between you and the thing you always said you would make one day is you. That is a heavier thought than any special effect on any screen. You do not need to build a whole film to begin, you need one clip. Pick one scene living in your head, one moment you have always wanted to see, and describe it in a single honest sentence tonight. Watch it come back to you as footage. That first clip is the entire beginning, the same way that one small ad was the beginning for the person who got paid for their afternoon. The exact tools I used to do all of this ranked are linked in the description below, and most of them have a free tier, so it costs you nothing but a few minutes to see it happen with your own eyes. If this cracked open how you think about what you are allowed to make, subscribe, because the next video is the full build, the exact step-by-step, where I take one plain sentence and turn it into a finished scene in front of you, start to end, nothing hidden. And trust me, once you watch that empty text box turn into a world, the wall you thought was there was never really a wall at all. It was just a door nobody had opened yet.